The opinions voiced in this program are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing.
AM560, The Answer. Welcome to Remarkable Radio, the show where you'll meet noteworthy people, places, and things from around the country and in your town. Your host is best-selling author Mark Imperial, celebrated marketing strategist, branding expert, and voice for some of the world's most famous and loved brands. Remarkable Radio is sponsored by ImperialAction.com, the only integrated media and digital marketing agency specializing in helping small business and professional practices attract customers and clients for life. Now, here's your Remarkable Radio host, Mark Imperial.
Hey, it's a great day. It's Mark Imperial, and my first guest is David Kujawa, a remarkable authority on financial fitness. Are you a business owner or an executive working hard to provide for your family? Do you want to better understand how to gain financial fitness and transform the way you control and deal with money matters? Then stay tuned and continue listening, because that's what we're going to discuss tonight with David Kujawa, a chartered financial consultant, servant leader, and financial fitness expert. With over 10 years experience in wealth management and another 8 years prior in business management and consulting, David strives to assist his clients to refocus their wealth so they can more effectively focus on their family and pursue their goals. David has achieved numerous accolades over his career, but is most proud of being named Volunteer of the Year and receiving a Founders Award for the Boys and Girls Club of Elgin. David, welcome to Remarkable Radio.
Thanks, Mark.
So tell me about your business and the clients that you serve.
Well, Mark, I serve mostly business owners and executive families. Typically I find that they're between the ages of 38 and 55, but most importantly, they're married with kids around elementary age to middle school, some entering college, affecting that whirlwind effect, but really having growing families, wearing multiple hats, and, typical time constraints.
Right on. So how did you get started as a financial consultant and wealth manager? Why do you do what you do?
Well, when I was young, my father died when I was young, and that kind of really turned my world around. It always left me the question, well, what if? What if something was different? What if they didn't have a bunch of salespeople around them? What if things, were a little bit different? My mom ended up great. We had some really good blessings in our lives, but it always left me with that question. So I wanted to build a business where I was helping others and really driving that community lesson home that money's simple. It's not easy. And it's just taking lessons that I learned from the Bible and generational teaching from my parents and grandparents and really putting them to work.
Easy is not easy to spell, right?
Exactly.
Easy is hard to spell. So what is financial fitness? How did you develop it, and what does it help accomplish?
Well, in my opinion, financial fitness is a process, and it's really a journey. Money is just a tool. Family matters so much more, and priorities need to lead instead of being reactor. Financial fitness is not just an investment strategy. It's not a budget by itself. It's not those individual things that we hear about so often, on the news or radio with others. It's a strategy. It's a customized view of what's really happening with money. And everything it touches, it's based on your family's priorities. Not one person can give it to you. It has to be developed. And it really answers the question, what's my current plan? Does it fit with what we're doing? And do I need to change it in order to pursue what we want?
Gotcha. So what should someone look for when choosing an advisor? Can just anyone help clients achieve financial fitness?
It really depends on who the client's dream team of advisors is and who's taking the lead. I could tell you that finding the right advisor is really important. They've got to understand who you are and what your family priorities and give you the proper guidance. It's not just about achieving milestones or planning. And you have to be really comfortable with the person to understand that you could talk with them almost about everything. And you really don't need to segment the different pieces of your life. They could really understand and help you and have your primary go-to person.
So what would you say is a big misconception about financial fitness or financial advice? What do people think, and what is reality?
Well, the most important thing I think of is the old question, what's your number? They think that it's a destination. They think that it's somewhere where you've arrived to. A lot of times the executive families and business owners I work with, they all ask the same question, am I doing the right things with my money? Financial fitness is identifying everything that money touches. It's talking about insurance. It's talking about your investments. It's talking about saving. And I really boil it down to the three financial keys, which I find are give because you've been a blessing to others, save because there's going to be rainy days in retirement and college, and spend wisely with a plan. Those are the three simplest things that we could do and really understand what we have to do to put it together so people get that financial fitness and they really understand that their family is the most important thing. Let's refocus our wealth so we can focus on them.
Gotcha. What would you say to somebody that's considering working with a financial planner like yourself? What is the most important thing that they should do to prepare themselves to speak with someone like you?
Well, number one, kind of figure out what your biggest pain point is. No matter how much money we're making or what we have or what we've developed, there's always these little things that have those questions that keep us up at night. Number one, find out what those are. Figure out what those pieces really mean, and then get the things together that are important to you and talk with your spouse, significant other, to see what's important, what are we trying to do, and what do we need to get there to have that helping hand so that when you sit down with an advisor, they could help you put all the pieces together and really make sense of it.
Right on. So how can our listeners learn more and connect with you?
Well, if they're ready to schedule a complimentary initial consultation, you could call my assistant at 630-584-8100. If you want to download a financial fitness checklist and really check your own financial fitness score, it's going to www.3financialkeys. Click on Financial Fitness Programs, and off to the left-hand side, you could take a little survey and grab my checklist.
Awesome. David, hey, thank you so much for taking the time to be on Remarkable Radio, and I wish you continued success for you and your clients.
Thanks so much, Mark. This was a great time.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, a member of FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through High Point Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. High Point Advisory Group and OnPath Financial are separate entities from LPL Financial. I'm Mark Imperial. This is Remarkable Radio, and we'll be right back with more after this short break.